Good morning, everybody. We are back. It's the 10th of September. I don't know whether you have picked up. It's very hot. It's very, very hot these days. It's unlike not long ago, it was very, very cold, but now it's hot. It's really hot. We Africans, we enjoy this weather. I don't know others. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe. The show is called TBR Solutions Sports Forum. I'm here with Shakes Ngwenya, the man with an educated left foot. Shakes, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Prasobri, and good morning to our viewers as well. Good morning to G-Man, and thanks for having me on the show, Prasobri.
We also going to have Modise Walefatshe, I think, is struggling to come through, but he will probably finally come through. And G-Man, welcome to the show. How are you doing, G-Man?
Good morning, Prasobri. Thanks for the opportunity. And good morning to my colleague, the Shakes and Modise. And so far, so good in this morning.
Shakes, we heard a lot of news. One of the news, you are a former player. I know me and you share the same sentiments about local coaches and local former footballers. We heard a rumor that Daine Klate has been shown the door. All right? So I don't know, what's your take if really is true? What's your take about the image of Daine Klate, but largely the image of Chippa United? Chippa United is like they are firing coaches left and right. Shake.
Yeah, Prasobs. Yeah. First of all, I wouldn't say I will be surprised if that rumor is true, because we all know that Chippa has been firing coaches all the time, at Chippa United. I mean, I remember Dan Malisela, I don't know how many times he's been fired at Chippa. He even said that he said a statement that is he the firing type of coach, because it just seems like it's a setup to be the coach of Chippa United, so
All right.
Chippa is moving. Can you hear me, Prasov?
Yeah, now I can hear you. I lost you a little bit.
Yeah. I'm saying I'm not sure what type of module he's using to hire and fire the coaches, but when you are a young coach like Daine Klate and you are aspiring to be a coach, I don't think it's the right job to take, after what you see, what's happened to the previous coaches at Chippa United, and I mean, really, to be fired after losing a game against Mamelodi Sundowns, it just, I don't know. I honestly don't know what criteria he uses, or maybe he gives them a certain number of games and they must get a certain number of points. If you don't get those points, you are out. So I just think it's a setup to be a coach of Chippa United.
Now, G-Man,
Prasobri,
according to you, what is this going to do to a young coach like Daine Klate? You could see that Daine Klate is showing a whole lot of passion, and you could see that he loves his his work. Now, if this thing has happened, what do you think? What will it do to him?
Prasobri, thanks for the opportunity. I don't think it is likely to take his confidence to the lowest level, and purely because I think even during his playing times, he's always watched what was happening at Chippa, from a player's point of view. So he knows for a fact that Chippa is trigger happy. So, and I would assume that for him to accept that job, he also expected for that to happen. I think you'd look at it from a positive point of view, in a sense that he got an opportunity to showcase his talent at the highest level in our country, and in one way or the other, it has given him exposure, to say this guy can do this craft. Maybe a good Samaritan out there would say, no, come on board. We'll be patient with you. We'll nurture you. We'll empower you with the right skills, because we can see potential in you. I don't think he's really disappointed. It's probably something that he had expected to happen, but probably not so soon. I don't think he would take it negative. He's a soccer player. He knows that such things do happen in football. There are no guarantees in this game. But I think with his reputation as a player, and also his promising coaching career, even though he lost most of the games, and it used to be understood it was his first coaching job in the PSL. I think someone out there will say, no, let me gamble and give this guy a chance, and that would be a plus for him.
Now we have Shakes. Shakes has just received his license. They call Shakes. Shakes, come and coach. Shakes, what will you do? You're called by Mpengesi. Come in PE. Come and coach Chippa United. What? Maybe am I putting you on the spot on this one? If I'm putting you on the spot, let's pass.
No. I will answer it, Prasobs.
All right.
I mean, every coach wants an opportunity to coach in the PSL. It's a huge opportunity, especially you're an ex-player. So I don't think I would let it pass, but I am sure the type of contract or the way Chippa sets out his contract, it will infringe on the way I want to coach as well as a coach. So I'm just putting myself into Daine Klate's shoes. He knows he's going to lose his job if he loses to Sundown. So how will he play? He's not going to play the way he really believes the team should play, but he will play to make sure that he doesn't lose the game. So yeah, it's not a job where you get your opportunity as a young coach to grow and be able to make mistakes. It's the deep end there. That man wants results, and if the results are not coming now, you are out. So it's not your normal job where you are given a chance, Prasobri. But I'll probably take it as well and try and grind those results. But it will probably hinder on the style of play I want the team to play, because I know I've only got a certain amount of games that I'm given before I get the job if I don't make it.
But what I get clear, you'll take the job.
I'll take the job, yeah.
All right. I think I would also do that. Just like G-Man has said, you need experience. You need to show people that have already done the work. So why not give it a try? Now let's move on. We wish Chippa United, if that's really true, we wish that they'll come right finally. And then Chippa Mpengesi, maybe he wants a particular standard. And we also wish Daine Klate good luck going forward. Now, there's news around what you call Marumo Gallants. Their game with Kaizer Chiefs. Earlier on, the game was in the balance. We're not sure what was going to happen. Now, I've just received the news. G-Man, I want you to talk about this, but I've just received the news from Marumo Gallants, their press statement, which says the urgent application filed by Polokwane Municipality to interdict the match between Marumo Gallants FC and Kaizer Chiefs from taking place at Royal Bafokeng Stadium has been dismissed by the Limpopo High Court Judge Gerrit Muller. The judge ruled that the match will go ahead in Rustenburg as planned. The judge has dismissed the application, the applicant's case, on grounds that it failed to prove that the respondent was in breach of contract. The game will take place as scheduled on Sunday the 11th September 2022. Kickoff at 1500. Marumo Gallants welcome Kaizer Chiefs. And then Marumo Gallants welcome this ruling by the judge. Now, Jimmy, just give us the story. What's happening here? So that the judgment, the game goes ahead, according to the judge.
Yeah, initially, Prasobre, we were led to believe that Marumo Gallants and Polokwane municipalities, they have a contract regarding the new Peter Mokaba Stadium. And the contract stated that Marumo Gallants will play their home games there for free. They won't be charged. But what is going to happen is that the gate takings will be shared evenly between Marumo Gallants and Polokwane municipality. We were told that was the arrangement. Now the gripe started when Marumo Gallants decided to take the game to Royal Bafokeng Stadium. So the Limpopo municipality took the matter to High Court. We were also led to believe. And a judgment came out this afternoon, like you've read it. Basically saying the Limpopo has lost the case. Now it opens so many questions, to say, was there ever a contract regarding Marumo Gallants and Polokwane municipality in the first place? Because in my opinion, I don't think if you have a contract with someone, you are eligible to sign another contract with another person which have the same interest as you in the first contract. So basically what the court, I'm not a legal guru, but what the court is saying is that there is no legal binding document, contract between Marumo Gallants and Limpopo municipality. But however, where I'm sitting as a soccer spectator, I'm worried about the image that this court case would have on PSL as a brand and also its stakeholders. Because in future, we are likely to see a situation where companies wouldn't want to come and sponsor these teams. Remember, there's always been a complaint that sponsors, they favor Chiefs, they favor Pirates, they favor Sundowns. They're not coming on board when it comes to these other teams. Now, if someone wants to come on board and say and sponsor a team like Marumo Gallants, and they have a contract to say we are going to sponsor you for 3 years, and in the second year, Marumo Gallants decides to say we don't have a standing contract with you. Those would be sponsorship fears. And unfortunately, that won't only impact on Marumo Gallants. It will also impact on other teams who are trying to secure sponsorships out there. Teams will be scared to come on board. I'm not sure how PSL is going to handle this one, but it has really, really dented the image of the PSL, because I don't understand why football matters to start with have to be decided in the court of law.
Remember, it's a constitutional country. They have a right to go to court and lodge. They feel like so. Although Football Authority, they don't encourage that. But at the same time, let me just put few things into perspective. We don't have the full judgment, all right? What I have now, which I received from Marumo Gallants, is the statement. The statement says the judge feels that Marumo Gallants are not in breach of the contract. So if I listen to that statement, that means there is a contract between Marumo and the municipality, all right? Yeah, so it's a question of we don't know what is happening. But like you are saying, maybe it's high time that people need to put their house in order. Whether it's Marumo, I don't know, because as you are saying, going to the court, it puts the league in the bad light. That is why the Football Authority, they're saying, no, don't have our football matters splash all over the show. Moreover, in courts. So, because anything that is in court is now available for public scrutiny. So that is why we are talking about.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And also one thing that I also read was that Marumo, they've registered Royal Bafokeng as their third home ground venue. So maybe the whole thing was about financial implications. You know, when you're playing Kaizer Chiefs, we are setting up a full house, but you are away from Joburg.
Yeah. And
maybe the guys felt that, you know, we are going to lose financially, and really there was nothing that stopped Marumo Gallants from taking their game to another alternative venue for whatever reasons that we don't know. But maybe the complainant felt that, you know, they're going to lose revenue, you know, because potentially Polokwane Stadium would be, you know, full, you know, when these two teams play, particularly from the Kaizer Chiefs supporters side, and that meant revenue. So maybe that's why they were fighting for that. The court has just declared to say there's nothing untoward that's been done by Marumo, but my concern is the fact that the matter has to be decided by the court. You know, corporate sponsorships they are very sensitive. You know, you can't bring money where there is uncertainty. And in the long run, teams are likely to be impacted of such decisions where football matters are taken to high court for a decision to be taken.
But let's put it this way. You know, in business, there are key principles, two of them. It's integrity and honesty.
Yeah, sure.
If I go out there and we sit down on a contract, I must be transparent. So I'm not saying Marumo were not transparent. I'm saying the two parties need to understand each other. Just like Walefatshe, Walefatshe, welcome to the show. He normally says Kaizer Chiefs sponsors all these teams. Walefatshe, say it about this. We are talking about this.
Yes.
Marumo Gallants. They've decided to take their game to Royal Bafokeng.
Yes.
The municipality was challenging that, but the municipality lost the case because the judge says Marumo didn't breach the contract that they signed. Maybe this also questioned the legal representative of the municipality. Did they look at their contract? Why do the judge come to a conclusion, according to the statement of Marumo, that there was nothing that was breached by Marumo Gallants? So what's your take about that, Walefatshe?
Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe, thanks to be here this morning. It's really late, you know. I'm sorry about it. Let me greet my coach. Shakes and gents. How's it? Ningasabi ukuphendula madoda ngiyanibulisa.
Extension 12.
No, Saubrey.
Yes, bro.
Look,
yeah,
that thing is a fact. They know. My colleagues, they know this is a fact. I mean,
yeah.
Whenever where Kaizer Chiefs is playing,
yeah,
it's a full house. You see,
it's a sport.
I mean, even if I was in that scramble of Marumo and I was going to fight as well. Remember that Kaizer Chiefs is the brand.
Yeah.
Even the owner of the Marumo Gallants, you'll find out that it's a supporter of Kaizer Chiefs. And the majority of municipalities, those are the supporters of Kaizer. And you must know that
please answer the question.
Kaizer Chiefs is from Limpopo. They are correct. The people of Limpopo, they want to see Kaizer.
Yeah.
They want to see Kaizer Chiefs. No, what I'm saying what I'm saying is that in fact, even nanoma it will be a sold out because yes. Do you hear me?
What happened? You are catching. I don't know what's wrong with your line. It's not perfect.
Connection.
It's not perfect. I don't know what's happening with
my connection.
Yeah, maybe you need to sort it out. Just look something.
Hello?
Yeah,
just try and move forward, man.
Or maybe log out
man,
and come back. Log out and come back. Now
you see this thing of number 12.
Shading.
All right.
This thing of number 12, it's even affecting you on the Zoom meeting because you are scared to come forward.
Let's move forward, guys. Kaizer Chiefs has been found guilty, and the charges were in relation to the pitch invasion, and then but fortunate enough for Kaizer Chiefs, even the league was made to be responsible. All right. But this is where I don't understand. This game, was it a game of Kaizer Chiefs of Stellenbosch?
It was Stellenbosch, Daine Klate Stadium in Stellenbosch.
This is the clarity that I want to get. So why was Kaizer Chiefs punished? Because that game was Stellenbosch's game. It had nothing to do with Kaizer Chiefs. Yes, those are the fans of Kaizer Chiefs. So make me understand what happened there. Shakes.
They are being punished. They are being punished because their fans invaded the pitch.
But should that be blamed on Kaizer Chiefs? Shakes?
Partly yes. Partly yes. But then the first respondent in that matter should have been Stellenbosch. They should have organized adequate security to prevent such an incident happening. But it also doesn't it doesn't exclude Kaizer Chiefs from the wrongdoing.
No, but I want to get clarity here. Guys, Chiefs is playing a home game now with Marumo Gallants. Chiefs fans are there in numbers, they invade the pitch. Why do you blame Chiefs? Because this is a game that is organized by Marumo Gallants. They are the people who should organize everything, including PSL. Make me understand.
But Saubrey, yeah, it's against the rule of soccer for supporters to invade the pitch. That's the subject that we need to focus on. I understand what you are trying to say the security, the home team should be responsible for the security and all that stuff, but whilst they are also not clean, but Kaizer Chiefs also should take responsibility for supporters invading the pitch. Because if we don't attend to such things, what if one player that got injured from the opposition?
No, I understand that one, but why Stellenbosch was not fined?
No. Yeah.
Yes. Why Stellenbosch was not fined?
Yeah.
They fined them, Kaizer Chiefs and the PSL. PSL, I understand, but why Stellenbosch were not touched?
Yeah, no, to my understanding, Saubrey, Stellenbosch knew they were having a big game at their home ground in Cape Town. They should have made sure that that stadium is adequate enough to hold a game that is of that multitude. And you could see before even the pitch invasion outside the stadium, they broke down the fence to come inside the stadium. Already there were problems there before the end of the game. So I honestly on this one, I think the blame has to go either to Stellenbosch or the PSL, because you could see that something like that was bound to happen. I mean, Stellenbosch are hosting a big game like that. They're the ones who are going to be the beneficiaries of the gate takings. I mean, they should make sure that the security is tight and that that stadium is conducive to play a game of that multitude. So I would put the blame on Stellenbosch there. I don't understand why Chiefs would be charged for that one.
Walefatshe. Walefatshe, I can't hear you. Yeah. When are we why only?
Yes, can you hear me?
I'm struggling to hear you. I hope you hear me. The question is, I don't have a problem.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? I'm struggling to hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Did you hear my question?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, tell me, what's your take about this?
Yeah.
No, Walefatshe, I think we have a problem.
No, you see what? I agree with your Walefatshe.
Yes. No, we are struggling with your network.
Hello?
We are struggling with your network. All right.
Yeah, can you
maybe what you need to do, log out and come back again. Log out and come back. Yeah, let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But maybe one day they will make us understand. We'll want a legal person to explain to us. Because the game, just like Shakes was saying, the beneficiary of the gate was going to be Stellenbosch. Or Stellenbosch, they've benefited. All right? Well, it does not mean that Kaizer Chiefs should not discipline their supporters. But the question is,
no, I get you now, Saubrey, and I think I'm changing my stance after listening to what Shakes is saying. I think I must have confused the two. I think he put it nicely. The first respondent should have been Stellenbosch, because the issue of security lies with them. I'm not, without saying Kaizer Chiefs shouldn't have been punished, but Stellenbosch should also have been brought to book.
Maybe what we need to do, we need to look at the rules. Maybe we need to do a research. The rules of the game as far as crowd control is concerned. Because I'm saying...
No, we'll research about that.
If they say Chiefs is to be punished, why do you leave Stellenbosch? Because Stellenbosch was not touched. That's what worries me. Like Sheikh said, why did they take that game to Daine Klate Stadium, which is a small stadium? All right? They could have taken that game to a bigger stadium, all right? And which will accommodate all of those fans. You get a point. But we'll see as time goes on. Now,
but Shakes is also raising another important issue there, to say, even before the game started, I mean, people were jumping fence and all that stuff. So by then, Stellenbosch should have seen the red flags, you know. What happened with pitch invasion, I mean, was a given fact that there could be trouble at the stadium, which I think Stellenbosch did nothing to address the matter. Shakes is right. At the time when supporters decided to jump the fence and gain entry in the stadium without paying, that should have been a sign to Stellenbosch to say there might be trouble brewing here, and they should have done something.
Hear what you're saying. You know, Chiefs was fined an amount of 200,000, of which half of it has been suspended for a period of 24 months. And then the league was ordered to pay for the sittings of the hearings. So this time it was not Kaizer Chiefs that was made to pay for the sittings. But my question was, in this judgment or in this order, I don't hear Stellenbosch being mentioned. So that was my query. I was asking that, okay. And I was asking the logic. What is? I'm not saying Kaizer Chiefs should be punished.
Yeah, sure.
We saw that Kylian Mbappe Kylian Mbappe is on fire, scoring goals. But we saw when he was supposed to pass Neymar, he decided to go for the goal. Shakes, I hope you saw that game. Was it a good thing for Kylian Mbappe to do? Because for Neymar to score that goal, it was going to be easier compared to Mbappe. But I don't know whether it was a question of Mbappe chasing hat-trick. What's your take?
Yeah, Prasobs. Mbappe is a big quality player, and PSG is a big team with all those stars in it, So yeah, I don't know whether with Mbappe is the issue now of the power that he's got. I mean, Neymar is always trying to make sure that Mbappe is scoring goals. Even Messi, when he gets a chance, he makes sure that he gives Mbappe the goals. I think I don't know with Mbappe if it's the issue of that power, but he's a young man, and he wants to be the best player in the world. I mean, he's the highest earner. I don't know if that is getting to his head or what's happening with him. But yeah, there are those obvious, passes which he should play to the Neymars. And I mean, I would want to pass Neymar because Neymar, the way Neymar passes Mbappe, I mean, there's a goal that Mbappe scored, which Neymar chipped to him. Such a quality pass, to find Mbappe. So I don't know why he would want to be selfish to his opponents. It's either that, or it's just he just wants to score as many goals. I mean, I've seen it from Ronaldo, because Ronaldo also, for him to be the best, he needs to be scoring all the time. So I've seen him also make decisions which when he should have actually passed it, and he wants to score, because that's what makes him the best, is when he scores goals all the time. That's Ronaldo, unlike Messi, where Messi doesn't need to score to be seen that he's the best. He can play a clever pass, and we all can see that this is the best player in the world because of how he thinks. So I don't know with Mbappe also whether he's got in mind that he must be the one to score all the goals, or but I think it's just that thing, where is a young man with so much power in that team, and it's bound to distract somehow.
I don't know. The network doesn't sound very good. I don't know whether it's on my side or on your side, but now it's stable on your side. I don't know what's happening. Kylian Mbappe, I think, is very young. Maybe he's gonna learn. Rooney once said to him, "You know what? You need to learn from a player like Lionel Messi." And when I compare Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland, I see Erling Haaland to be level-headed. And while I'm still on that subject, I'm so impressed about these up-and-coming players. We've seen Pedri. Pedri is doing well. Pedri is a starter at Barcelona. Gavi is a starter at Barcelona. At their age, can you imagine? Erling Haaland is banging goals. So there is hope. We're worried that if Ronaldo and Messi disappear on the scene, who's gonna emerge? But we see there are a lot of youngsters coming up. Even Mbappe himself is scoring goals as if they're out of fashion. Not only that, we've seen Anthony, who has just joined Man United. The boy is a marvel to watch. He's an exciting player. And I see Bruno Fernandes is really playing his game. He's taking charge. He's directing things. And then I don't know your guy Ronaldo. I didn't see him last night. Last night, I mean on Thursday night. Did you see him? Struggled. He struggled a lot. So that was a worry for me. Yeah, so those are our football. And then good luck to those who are going to play. And then let's go to the Messi special quickly. Do I have anything lined up? Let me just check quickly what do I have for the Messi special. Let's see. I'll check quickly. And then Jakes, do you know who's the player of the month in August? And guess what? In August, not only for the league, for the entire 5 European leagues. Who's the man of the match for August? Player of the month.
I'm not sure about that.
Player of the month. All right, let me help you quickly, Shakes. Player of the month for that. It's always the usual suspect. Like you said, the man doesn't need to score goals, but he was player of the month for top 5 leagues in Europe. Right? So this man is a genius. And guess what? Mbappe doesn't pass him. Not only Mbappe, even Neymar himself doesn't pass him. But the man outshines him. And if I were him, I would have left. And I also saw a post saying Messi would make a biggest mistake if he decided to continue at PSG. So what's your take about that?
Yeah, Prasobs. If Mbappe had to see this list and not see his name, things will probably get worse.
Look at this. Look at this. These are the stats in Europe in terms of this season only. All right?
Yeah.
Who are leaders? Most goals is Haaland, 10. Most assists, Messi, 6, 2022. Big chances created, Messi, again. Most key passes, Salah, 24. Most successful dribbles, Messi, 23. Now, what do you say about this, man?
Yeah, no. Brasobs is a phenomenal player, Messi. I can never take it away from him. Messi is my favorite player of all time, Brasobs. Yeah. I don't know why you keep saying that.
No. We are chatting, me and you. We are chatting, me and you. And now, rivals in football. Now we are talking about rivals in football. Most goals is Messi. Most assists, Suarez. Most dribbles, Hazard and Messi. Most IFFHS, Messi, Xavi. Most trophies, Alves and Messi. How do you like this? I don't see our friend Ronaldo there. You see, if I was advising Ronaldo, forget about concentrating on Messi, play your football. Because Ronaldo is a phenomenal player. He's a phenomenal player. You know, if he can just play his football, forget about Messi, he'll do well. I don't know what happened this morning. We lost G-Man. We lost Walefatshe. I really don't know. The network was playing us games. Maybe it's because of this load shedding. Shakes, thank you very much. I really appreciate. And I like what you said. If Chippa Mpengesi is to offer you a job, you are there to grab it. Grab it. And go. Why not? Shakes, thank you very much. You want to beat our what?
Thank you, Prasad, for having me on the show. Man and Modise, we lost you there somehow, but it was good doing the show with you. Thank you to our viewers home. Keep watching our show and subscribe. Please remember to subscribe. Thank you.
Shakes, I'll call you just now. Thank you. Bye. Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from a TBR Solution. TBR Solution is a financial company that helps people to be financially savvy. I'm sure these days you are aware that prices are very up in terms of petrol, in terms of goods and services. Prices are very, very high. Now, these days, we are on a campaign to help those members of GPF or government employees, especially if you are 55 years old or above, and you are contemplating to resign or go on pension in 3 months' time. Give us a call or drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll call you back so that we help you to get your money expeditiously, as compared to sometimes people get their money after a long time. We will then transfer your money from GPF to Allen Gray, whom we have a relationship with. And the good news is, once the money has been transferred, you will choose how much you want to earn. If you happen to pass on, your spouse will also get the same amount. Then if it happens that both of you passes on, you would have appointed or selected beneficiaries. It could either be your children or anyone else. And there's nothing like age limit that they must be 22 or below. Even if they're above 22, they'll be able to get the inheritance from you. So that's how flexible it is. And then I know that sometimes people, they worry about medical aid and all that. We also have with other partners who assist you to get a medical aid. So if you want to learn more and get more information pertaining to that, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll therefore come back to you. I thank you.